Hey, my name is Jon Gordon. I'm going to talk about positive leadership today. And when I think of positive leadership, I think of soup. And when I think of soup, I think of my grandmother. See, my grandmother loved to make her amazing soup. But when she was cooking, she wasn't just cooking. She was pouring out the love in her heart. And when you ate her soup, you loved her back. And after she passed on, other people tried to make the same recipe, but it never came out as good. I'm convinced that her love made the difference. You know, having been in the restaurant business, I know there's a challenge where two different chefs can try to make the same meal. And even if they follow the recipe exactly the same way, it still comes out a little different. And there's also this phenomenon where certain wine tasters could actually tell the personality of a winemaker by tasting their wine. It seems we can't separate the winemaker from the wine, the soup maker from the soup, and we can't separate who stirs the pot from what's in the pot. And we can't separate the leader from the culture and their team. And I believe as a leader, the most important thing you can do is make great soup or create a great culture. You see, soup and culture are one and the same. And it's all about creating a culture of greatness. And when I think of a culture of greatness, I think there's several key ingredients that we must put into our soup. Like the first ingredient is optimism. We must expect great things to happen even during challenging times. We still expect great things to happen. We have this optimism in the face of adversity, negativity, challenges, a difficult economy. We expect great things to happen. Why? Because optimism is a competitive advantage. Our positive energy in today's world must be greater than all the negativity. Our certainty, our belief, our faith must be greater than all the doubt. And it's not just your belief that matters as a leader, it's the belief that you are sharing with others that really matters. You see, leadership is a transfer of belief. The second ingredient is excellence. We must expect the best of ourselves and our team members. We settle for nothing less than excellence because what we expect is what we get. If we raise the bar up here, people will rise up to meet those expectations. If we keep the bar down here, people will rise up to meet those expectations. What we expect is what we get. And it requires us to have a mindset that is humble and hungry. Humble and hungry. Humble, learning, growing, improving, being a lifelong learner. Asking yourself, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? How can I be better tomorrow than I am today? Knowing that past success does not create future success. Future success is determined by how we prepare, how we focus, and how we execute today. It's also about being hungry. Hungry with a passion and a burning desire to be our best and bring out the best in others. Hungry with a desire to work harder than everyone else. We must be learning, growing, and improving every day. We must also be hungry. Hungry with a burning desire to be our best and bring out the best in others. Hungry with a desire to work harder than everyone else. You see, hard work has been, is, and always will be the key to success. In today's world, it's more important than ever. But it's more than that. It's not just about expecting the best and living your best. It's also about helping people be their best. And the next ingredient is love. Because it's not just about expecting the best from your people. It's also about helping them be their best. It's about developing them, mentoring them, shaping them, molding them, investing in them. And that requires a relationship. Because how can you lead someone if you don't know them? How can you help bring out the best in someone and use their strengths if you don't know their strengths? I often say that the quality of our business, the quality of our organization is determined by the quality of our relationships. I call these engaged relationships, which are meaningful, interactive, and very strong. It's those bonds that a relationship has as a team that really leads to success. I often say that people follow the leader first and the vision second. So you could have the greatest vision on earth to invite people to a great vision to where you want to take the company. But if they don't trust in you, they don't believe in you, if they don't have a relationship with you, then they won't follow you. So you must have a relationship with your people now more than ever, and you must nourish this relationship. Relationships are the rock that create the foundation upon which winning teams are built. And trying to build a great business without love and relationships is like trying to build a house on sand. It will not stand. So make sure you put love into your soup and invest in your relationships. So every day we must ask ourselves, how can we strengthen the relationships in our workplace? How can we communicate more effectively? How can we show people that we care about them? How can we recognize people, thank them, and invest in them? And that leads us to our final two ingredients, which are passion and purpose. And here's what I know about passion and purpose. You cannot be great unless you and your team are fueled by passion and purpose. And I can't tell you what your passion and purpose should be, but I can tell you that every great organization must be powered by it. So ask yourselves, what is our passion? Why do we do what we do? How can we make a difference? In a culture of greatness, it's about helping people be their best. It's about investing in them, mentoring them, developing them, shaping them, and molding them. It's a very different mindset. You know, I love when Zig Ziglar was asked, hey Zig, what happens if we spend all this money training people and they leave? And Zig would say, what happens if you don't train them and they stay? It's a much more important mindset to invest in our people. And my hope is that after listening to this, after being part of this leadership event, you will decide to stir the pot with these ingredients. And I have found that one person who decides to stir the pot with optimism, with excellence, with love, and with passion and purpose can transform their team and their organization. And my hope is that you will decide to be that person, that you will bring out the best in others by sharing the best within you. Here's to making great soup and creating a culture of greatness. Have a great day.